What's up, guys? Eli here, back for I guess you could say kind of an unboxing video, but not the kind of unboxing video that you might think. Not, not the thing that every metal YouTuber was doing like 8 years ago, and for good reason. No one really does them anymore. But this is unboxing a box set. First off, I don't buy a lot of box sets. I like them. They're usually expensive. I usually just don't get them. But this one I'd been wanting for a while. I had to have it, so I figured. It came out a couple years back, but I figured I'd show it just in case any of you guys have been curious about maybe getting one for yourself and you didn't know if it was worth buying, and just to show it off, I guess. I mean, it's nothing too extravagant. This came out in 2019 from Hammerheart Records. We're talking about the Back to North box set from Moonsorrow. Now, as you can see on the hype sticker there, this is the complete Spine Farm Records years from 2001 to 2008 in a deluxe box. 5 albums that deliver by far the best pagan metal one can desire, which is quite true. Yeah, go ahead and I did open it. I opened it already just to check it out, but I left the wrapping on the front for dramatic effect. So take that off. First off, the box itself is quite nice. It's a decently sturdy box. It looks gorgeous. It's kind of glossy. It's got the foil printing. It's quite beautiful. Spine, got the Moonsorrow logo there, and on the back, the albums that it comes with. Now, you're probably wondering, what do you get inside? You have 5 CDs and a poster. Funny thing about this is I already had 2 of these CDs, but I pretty much bought this for the 3 that I didn't have. Which normally I would not do, but I actually had an Amazon gift card, so I'm like, fuck, why not? I've been wanting this thing, but I didn't really want to pull the trigger, being I owned almost half the fucking thing already. But so I think this was 50. I bought it new on Amazon, so I think it was somewhere in between $50 and $55. So these CDs are essentially, before shipping, $10 to $11 a piece. They're all in digipacks. Originally, they came out all in jewel case CDs. So anyways, so you get a poster, which I have seen. It's not an amazing poster by any means. It's just a picture of the band. And I believe this is used as a promo picture for something. I can't remember what. But I don't think the picture wasn't taken, I don't think, specifically to make this poster, but they used it for it. It's a nice band photo, I guess. It's, I would have rather a picture of them playing live, or maybe with their corpse paint on or something like that, but whatever. I'm not bitching. I'm not here to bitch about this, really. So, what 5 albums do you get? You might be wondering. Starting with the second full-length album from 2001. I'm not going to pronounce any of these because it's fucking Finnish, dude. Unless you speak Finnish, you're not pronouncing jack shit. I think it's fair to say. Although I can pronounce this one. This one's actually fairly easy. This one is called Kiven Kentaya. So yeah, second full-length album. Always really love the cover art. One of their cooler album covers, I think. So yeah, originally came out in 2001. So these are standard digipacks. They're not particularly... They're average quality digipacks, I'd say. They're not, not the really nice digipacks. They're also not the worst. Average quality digipacks. So anyways, I have not heard this album in a long time, so I'm really looking forward to listening to it. Really cool band photo of the guys there. First off, so if you've never heard Moonsorrow, you're wondering what they sound like. I've always considered Moonsorrow a black metal band, even though they have not considered themselves black metal in a long time, if they ever have, to be honest. I mean, first off, their demos were very black metal, pretty much like symphonic black metal. Really, 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 really good demos. These guys were good musicians and good songwriters from an early age. So those demos are really cool. They were never, oh no, I take that. They were never like officially made, they were demos. There have been a couple of box sets, or at least one, maybe even 2, that you can get their demo material in. I'm pretty sure they're all long sold out and really expensive. One of them's a vinyl box set. It looks really nice. Goes for like $1,000 on Discogs. So yeah, black metal early on. By the time they put out their first album, I would still say they have always had black metal elements, although they went way more for like a folk kind of folk pagan metal. Went into folk pagan metal territory. Now, what I like about these guys is that they, if you're going to call them pagan or folk metal, they're on the more serious side of things. I mean, it still sounds like aggressive black metal style music. Not, I mean, they do have some parts that are kind of dancey beer drinking type songs, but I mean, from what I've read, most of the lyrics are pretty much it's about Vikings and Viking saga type stuff. Like I said, they do occasionally break into the kind of beer drinking, dancing shit, but not like they're not fucking what's that one? They're not like Korpiklani. They're not like that. They always sounded that, because that kind of stuff really turns me off. They always sounded a lot more aggressive and more serious than that. I would say even more so than maybe like Ensiferum. That's it. If you like Ensiferum and Fintroll, bands like that, you could really get into Moonsorrow. Personally, I'm not a big fan of those two bands. I love Moonsorrow. The last 3 or 4 albums, they have kind of progressively they just seem to get a little bit more black metal over the last 10 or 12 years. They call themselves pagan metal, but I feel like they have been kind of bringing the black metal elements in just a little bit. Really curious to see what they'll do on a future album. They're still active, but they're not super active right now. I don't know if they're writing new material. Their last album came out 4 or 5 years ago, which not that long, but anyways, kind of little bit about what the band sounds like in case you haven't heard them. So now this next album, this is their third full length from 2003. I also haven't heard this one in quite a while. Really cool cover art there. I can't remember who did that. I can't remember if this was Christopher Wimp. I know he would do some of their later stuff, but very cool. And maybe that's not him. That doesn't really quite look like his style. So yeah, excited to listen to that again, because like I said, I have not heard it in quite a long time, and I've never owned it, so. And then next we have their fourth full-length album from 2005. Also haven't heard this one in a long time. Stoked to be able to re-listen to it. Stoked to own it. With this album, I feel like they always wrote long songs, but I feel like with this album, they started to write, just black on the inside, they started to write even longer songs. There's like one 8-minute song on here, and the rest are over 10 minutes. So there's like 5 tracks on here clocking in, I think, over an hour. So they really were pushing for the epic starting here, and they would definitely continue that. On this, oh man, I done fucked up. Hold on. Whew. Yeah, I totally fucked up. So, this right here, this is their 4th full-length album. This one is their 2nd full-length album. And that one I just showed, that is their 4th full-length album. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not redoing this. Fuck that shit. Now, these next two, these are the 2 that I've owned and still own. I've owned these since they came out, so I've listened to these a lot more. I'm a lot more familiar with these 2. This one is from 2008. I guess you could say they even went more epic on this album, because this thing clocks in at almost an hour long, and there's only 2 tracks. This is my favorite album from Moonsorrow. This one right here is, oh jeez, I just love it. You pop this thing in, you press play, man, you got the first track, which is a slow burn. It takes probably 5 or 6 minutes to really pick up. But that said, never boring. Those 5 or 6 minutes are awesome. These guys are top-notch songwriters and great musicians. Yeah, the build up to where it really starts really starts going is honestly those first 5 or 6 minutes of this album are almost my favorite parts of this entire thing. It just starts off. It's very atmospheric. It starts off with some kind of a plodding bass line, some synth work. I think some acoustic guitars. It's just the way this album builds right from the beginning. Fucking awesome. Some of my favorite metal ever made, to be honest. I absolutely love this album. If you check out anything from them and you're patient, you don't mind long songs, dude, you gotta get this. Yeah, this came out back in 2007. And last but not least, you have the only EP they've ever done so far. This came out in 2008. Got the Tulimyrsky EP. Definite Christopher Wimp cover art on this one. So this one, though it's an EP, man, this fucker still clocks in at almost an hour. You got the first track, which is the only new song on here, I believe. I think it's close to a half an hour long, and it kicks fucking ass. You got a For Whom the Bell Tolls Metallica cover. You have two tracks that I believe are reworked early Moonsorrow tracks, so they definitely sound much more black metal, which is really awesome. And you got Back to North, which is a cover of Merciless from Sweden from their second album. So this is so worth getting. This is amazing. You fold out this booklet, and you can see the entire cover art by Chris Verwin. Check that out. That would be really cool to have as a painting to hang at your house or something. Oh, hey, look. I knew I recognized that band photo that they made the poster out of. But anyways, yeah, some of my favorite material from Moonsorrow on this EP. Since then, they have done two full-length albums, and that's it. That's all they've done since 2008. Two full-length albums and some box sets and stuff. So the question is, for 50-ish dollars plus shipping, is this worth it? Now, I'd say yes. Like I said, I didn't have to pay for it since I had the gift card, but I wanted to get this anyways. I'd say yes, it's worth it. I haven't looked into tracking these down. Like, if you don't have any of these, tracking them down through distros and Discogs, I'm not sure what you could get these for. You might be able to get all 5 of these for under 10 or under $50, but I'm not sure. That would be like $10 each. Some of these might be kind of hard to find. I don't know. I think it'd be pushing it. You'd probably have to get it from at least 3 or 4 different sellers, so you're going to pay a lot in shipping. Yeah, I'd say it's probably definitely worth it. Plus, you get the box is really nice, the poster. Yeah, I'd say this is worth the money. So, I'm very pleased with that. Definite thumbs up to the Back to North box set from Moonsorrow. Hammer Heart Records did a good job. Cheers, guys.